today is a big day for me. It's actually move-in day into the shed. Get to move some stuff out of my garage and out of my office and into here, which is good. Got my office cleaned up and a lot better usage for me to actually use it for an office instead of kind of a storage place for a lot of my train stuff. So you can kind of see some stuff back there behind me. I'm going to go over what I've moved in so far before I start getting it set up. So here we go. All right, so the first thing I'll show you are the couple of the tables that I have, which I've made legs for. So just to kind of point out what's going on over here, these are 2 foot by 4 foot sections. I have 2 of those, and I'll show you those in a second. These are the legs that go into it, and off camera, you can't see it, are the actual attachments that go into the box to attach the legs to. So let me go over there and show you how all this works. Okay, so these are the 2 foot by 4 foot sections, the table sections that I made a few years ago. Had an old version of the layout. So there's still some wiring in here that I left when I tore the thing apart, and I'll talk much later about wiring when I get to that point with the layout. But for right now, it's just kind of nice to have these tables out here. How the legs are going to attach with these things. This is 2-inch PVC pipe that I cut a few inches long. I also installed a wing nut on it. Not sure if you can see that, but there's a wing nut on here that can tighten it down once the legs go in there. And what I'll do is I'll add some wood screws to this, put these up here in the corner, kind of like that, and have one in each of the 4 corners. So that will work good. And then the legs are like these. I built these, and they'll just fit into the top. But here, the part that's not painted, you're not going to see it. So it kind of slips in a little bit easier with just the bare wood. And then have a support here going across the center. And then on the underside of the legs, which I'm showing up here, these are some ways to adjust the balance and the level of it. So these are just, I think, 1/4-inch end caps for PVC pipes. And then I screwed into the bottom of the leg a bolt and then a couple of screws where I can adjust the height up and down of the end cap, and that allows you to lower and raise the height of the table or one of the corners to get it nice and level. So I have one of these on each of the 4 corners once I get both of these set up. These are going to go on the back wall here to take up space. It's a 10-foot total wall. It's once you put the sheetrock in, it's probably 9.5 feet, something like that. So it'll take up most of the back wall and only be 2 feet wide, so I'll have plenty of access to it. All right, let me show you the big section. Okay, so over here, this is the big section. This is the old complete layout. This is actually 3 feet wide by 8 feet long, and I've got nice supports in it. I've got holes cut in these things where I can run wires through. This thing works, or at least the last time I had it hooked up, which was probably last fall, it worked just fine, and was going to be my whole layout until I started working from home a lot more, and I had to have my office, so I had to get this out of my office. So I had to build the shed to put this in the office so I can take over my office for actual real office space. That's the whole story, which we're actually getting to conclusion today by getting this out here. So yeah, I can't show you the other side right now because it's up against the wall, but I will be getting this mounted, or not mounted, but put onto a table. I don't have legs for it for this one because it's just too big and too heavy, so I didn't want to mess with that. And I also used 1-inch styrofoam for the base instead of plywood like I had on the other section. So I wasn't sure if the wood would bear into that and cause problems later. Didn't want to deal with it. So how I have this thing is actually on a 6-foot table, which is actually right behind the camera, and that's what I will be using to put out here in the middle. So this is actually going to be the peninsula section out here in the middle, connecting to the 2 4-foot sections back here, and then I'll have shelves going around the rest of the layout. At least that's the plan. Let me show you one more thing in here. So this last thing I'll show you, this is just a cheap TV tray, but I've got my old laptop on here, but it does run the JMRI if I want to use it for the Wi-Fi to control the trains with Wi-Fi. I also have my NCE power cab out here and the rest of the hookups for the power unit. So probably the power central, the centralized power station is not going to be here in this corner. I don't know where it's going to be, but probably not here. I just have this out here just to get it out of the way for right now. So yeah, that's what's going on out here today. All right, well, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you found it entertaining and enjoyable. So we'll be getting this set up eventually. Hopefully get some trains running here in the next few days. So again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.